Oh, hey everybody. Welcome to Candor with Katie. Tonight we are going to talk about the stability myth. And I'll tell you what that is right after the intro. Boop. Boom. Let's do this. The stability myth. I'm sure this is something you guys have been thinking about for a very long time. Let me close some of my windows up here or whatever they're called because I don't want to get distracted. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about the myth of stability and we're going to talk about confidence when you don't feel like it because, hey, I want to say welcome again. Can you see Sit Squatch here? Yeah, he's on my water bottle. He says hello also. So, tonight, talking about, guess what? This episode's brought to you by me not wanting to do the episode. What? I did not feel like it. Not at all. And not because I don't love this podcast, because I do. I really do. But sometimes life hands you a funky little cocktail of confusion and exhaustion. And who is exactly in charge of my life right now? Because it doesn't feel like me. So if you've been feeling like this, well, then this one's for you, okay? Because do you ever have those days where your brain tries to clock out early and it just leaves a sticky note that's like, hey, good luck. That was me today. Had all these ideas I was going to do. I'm still going to do it on the scamming thing with this new phone scams because one of my clients got scammed. One of my friends in New Mexico got scammed. And then I was just like, I just don't feel like talking. But then I'm showing up anyway. So that's part of the thing that I'm going to talk about, okay? Because that's exactly what we're talking about. Repeating myself. Confidence when you don't feel like it, okay? Pam. So happy you're here, Katie. Proud of you. Well, thank you, Pam. Oh, I'm also wearing one of my favorite new shirts from J Little. I got to get the name of the company again. And she's badass too. It owns it. Okay. So give me 2 seconds here. Okay. So the first thing is the truth moment. And I've got this neat little thing now where it'll time it, how long it stays on. It didn't work. Hang on. 20 seconds. Let's see if it works. Okay. The truth moment. Okay. This is like when you're in this weird little space and you want stability. And this is where I'm at. And part of the things that I'm struggling with is that I keep saying, I don't have any stability. I don't have any stability. Well, what am I not going to have if I keep saying I don't have any stability, right? I'm not going to have stability. We have to like constantly remind ourselves of things and stuff. Okay. I want predictability. I want some kind of, here's my plan for the next 6 months, sign at the bottom. Okay. But at the same time, I'm trying to figure out where I actually want to go next. What do I want to do? And then there's that space that's in between. That's not here, not there. That's that space. And that can feel like walking down a hallway with the lights off, holding a key to a house you don't recognize. Right. So if you're in that hallway, hi, I'm right next to you. Maybe you just can't see me. I've got a lot of lipstick on tonight. Anyway, I want to tell you that this is something that I've been thinking about. Oh, this one's going to go on for 10 seconds. So let's try this one. Feeling lost isn't failure. Are you shocked by that? Feeling lost is not failure. A lot of people think that feeling lost means that you're failing, but it doesn't. It usually means you're transitioning. So you're letting go of an old version of yourself, but you haven't landed in the new one yet. And then that's not pretty in that hallway, right? Because nobody filters that. Nobody wants, some people do. Some people put their whole lives on Instagram and Facebook, but like for me, I don't want to put that all out there. Like, but when I'm talking to you tonight about, and other nights about stuff like this, maybe you're having some of the same struggles. Maybe you need to know that I struggle too. Like I'm not this perfect person, because I'm sure you all think that. Right? But it is important to know that you're not alone. And it's important for me to know that it's normal to not have every answer. Like I have so much anxiety all the time and I've got to get rid of it. So if you think about it, confidence, it doesn't show up after you figure things out. It comes up, it shows up when you're saying things like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm still moving. So for me tonight, moving was deciding to sit here and do this podcast, turning on my mic, talking to you, bringing Sit Squatch, because of course he's always on board, and trusting that the words would come, right? So there's a little something called micro confidence. This is going to go for 10 seconds also. I guess I only wanted to do 20 on the first one. So we don't have to be superheroes. We don't have to have a perfectly color-coded life like Beyonce or Taylor Swift. I don't know why I chose just singer, whatever, whoever you think has a perfect life out there. We just need micro confidence. And that is the confidence to take the next tiny step. So for me, that was this episode tonight. I know I keep like harping on it, but it was a big deal. Like I literally was working too hard last week. I was just swamped and just out of just doing all the things and doing contracts. I've got like 4 right now. I've got some that are like possibly blowing up. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of, I don't know what's going on. And like not having a steady paycheck and living on commission only, that's hard. There's a lot of things I need to talk about with real estate that people have a misconception about. Like one of them, and I'm just going to throw this in here because I just no idea what I was going to say all the way. But it's like, if you, how would you like it if you went to your work every day and you got paid, and then one day your boss was like, hey, you're doing a great job. I really want you to continue what you're doing and doing all the work, but I'm only going to pay you 75% of what I've been paying you. It's just a real slap in the face sometimes, and a confidence like popped a bubble. Okay. But then I think, okay, but I do have a lot of confidence and I am going to move forward, and I do things for clients. And part of it, it's bad because I take on the feelings. I think about too often. I think about, what are they thinking? How are they going to feel about this? And that stresses me out too much. Okay. So the micro confidence is the confidence to take the next tiny step. Okay. So this is me tonight, not hiding under a blanket. Micro confidence is things like, I'll start, I'll try, I'll show up, even if my energy is non-existent. Right? Is anybody relating to this? Okay. The stability myth. I know that's what you've been waiting for. Dun, dun, dun. So what do you see as stability, right? We think it's something delivered by Amazon. Like, hey, your emotional stability or your financial stability, that'll arrive between 2 and 6 p.m. But that's not true, because stability is created, and it's built through small moments of showing up for yourself, even when you don't feel like it. So showing up for yourself, it's not just others. Like, you've got to have confidence in yourself. You've got to know that, yes, I can effing do it. I can do this. So every time you follow through on something you said you'd do, you build trust with yourself. And that trust is stability. Are your minds blown? So this is why this episode matters, because it's not like I'm overflowing with wisdom, like, woo, I'm not dancing on the daisies. Life is amazing. But showing up is how you shape the future version of yourself. Whoa, pretty cool, huh? Twyla, hey Twyla, she says yes. That's deep. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, because I was thinking about it all day today, and I tend not to do things too far in advance, but I hope this resonates. Okay, so here's what I want to add in here. Okay, I think I titled it emotions, because we all have them, right? Twyla says, hey girl, hey, I haven't talked to you in forever. Thanks for joining. So this is what I want to add, because it ties directly into confidence and stability and why we feel stuck sometimes. Okay, so most people hold their emotions hostage. Like, oh, I'm waiting for the outside world to change first before I'm going to make myself feel better. Right? Does that make sense? So that just creates a double dose of self-sabotage. That's hard to say fast. Double dose of self-sabotage. Oh, hey, I did it. Because now you're missing out on both the emotions and the life you want. So you're just stressing yourself out. And I am so freaking guilty of this. It's ridiculous. So if you believe, now here's the crazy part. Twyla, buckle your seatbelt for this one, okay? if you believe your emotions come from outside of you, you're always going to try to rearrange people and circumstances to feel okay. And yeah, well, that'll work temporarily, but nothing really changes long term. So Pam says, I have a friend named Twyla as well. Woo, yeah, Twyla's pretty awesome. We went to high school together. Aren't we cool? Okay, so yeah, so it'll work temporarily, but nothing's gonna change long term. So a lot of us try to run away from dissatisfaction, me, thinking that will lead us toward what we want. But here's the kicker. Running away can actually be running toward. If you think you're sprinting a straight line away from something, really you're running in a circle and you're ending right back at the same emotional starting point. So it might feel like movement, but it's not progress. You're not moving away from dissatisfaction. You're moving away, you're moving toward satisfaction, right? So there's two completely different energies. So that's, true confidence is not moving away from dissatisfaction, but moving towards satisfaction, okay? That's going to shift your direction, your true stability. And satisfaction doesn't mean that you're resigning to your fate or pretending that everything's perfect. That's not what we're talking about. It means that you're recognizing your emotions come from you, not from other people, not from circumstances, not from chaos or stability. What do you think? When you stop outsourcing your emotional well-being to the outside world, you judge less, accept more, and suddenly change actually becomes possible. Satisfaction creates inspiration, and inspiration creates sustainable change. That's the path. That's where confidence grows. So this is something I'm working on. I work on it all the time. So can you be someone that speaks about confidence even if you're going through stuff? Yeah. Can you be someone that has confidence even if you're not feeling it at the moment? Yeah. That's when those little micro confidence things come in handy. So here's something called, I'm calling 60-second confidence check-in. Let me find my banner. Wait. I just saw some weird. Can't post comments to Facebook profiles. I don't know if they're talking to me. I wasn't trying to. Okay. So here's I'm going to leave this on there. The 60-second confidence check-in. Well, it's 10 seconds. I think it'll go away. So here's a quick exercise. Now, what I want you to do is grab your pen and paper and write these down and try this later. Do it every day. Okay. Hey, Michael D. King, sing it, sister. Thank you. And Michael D. King was struggling today. I was just in a mood. Okay, so here's the 60-second confidence check-in. There's 3. Okay. Oh, I got to take the timer off of this. It's going to go away. What's one tiny thing that I did today that moved me forward? So ask yourself that. Write it down. Answer it. Put it in a journal. Put it in your phone. Do something. What's one tiny thing I did today that moved me forward? I did this. I showed up when I didn't want to. At an inspection, a home inspection tonight, like a review. It's my job. I do it all the time. I need to go. Didn't want to go. Oh, by the way, did you notice I have the fire on the TV? Does it look weird having me back in the old place? Here's the second one. What's the one thing I'm proud of? What's one thing I'm proud of today? I am proud that I reached out to parties in a contract where I wasn't really I didn't really know what was going on, or if we were under contract, what's going on? How do I talk to my seller? I reached out to title. We got it situated. Yes, we are indeed under contract. So I faced, I know that might not sound like that's something that could be fearful, but sometimes I just don't want to I don't want to have to face the hard stuff. I don't want to have to talk to someone. I don't want to have to be like, ugh, begging for stuff or whatever. So, Kelly Oden said, I love these questions. Great. I'll have to put them in the description when I'm done because, that's what it is. So what's one thing that I did today to move me forward? What's one thing I'm proud of today? And what's one thing I can let go of that's making me feel heavier? You know what? Another thing I have to let go of, and this is sad. I was really depressed yesterday and today about it. I don't know. I got a necklace that my friends in Norway gave me, and it's Thor's hammer, Mjolnir. And I've been wearing it almost every day, like unless it's like some fancy pants thing, since I got it, and I can't find it. I don't know if the necklace broke or something. I don't know what happened to it. So I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go because it's just an item. It doesn't define me. I still have my friends. They're still amazing. And just gives me an excuse to go back to normal and get another one. So those 60-second things that shifts you out of your running in a circle energy, and it puts you into a moving toward something better. Okay. So that's what tonight is. It's not perfection. It's not a motivational speech with twinkly background music. It's just honesty. And here's the truth I want you to walk away with. You don't need to feel confident to be building confidence. You don't need everything figured out to take the next step. And you don't need stability already in place to begin creating it. Because remember, your emotions come from you. Your next chapter comes from you. And showing up even when you don't feel like it is one of the most powerful confidence builders you have. So I've got one other thing to share with you that was pretty cool, because some of you know I like this article magazine thingy online that share screen. It's called The Medium. And this is what it came with, the myth of stability. So can you see this? So the myth of stability, and Kianise, I'm butchering that name. If you want it, I'll send it to you. I pay for this yearly subscription thing. But basically, this article, I'll let you look at this very beautiful picture here. It talks about the myth of stability. It states that stability, the kind we chase through rigid plans, predictable jobs, and doing everything right, is rarely permanent. What feels like arrival is often just a temporary pause. So we kind of already talked about this. In real life, reality keeps shifting. Your jobs, your relationships, your self-identity, your circumstances. And so stability changes shape. So what we once felt safe can disappear, not because you failed, but because life evolves. So true peace, she states in this article, doesn't come from controlling everything or reaching a certain status. It comes from motion, learning to adapt, staying curious, and remaining grounded while the ground moves under you. Because she says, stability is not a destination, it's a way of traveling. Resilience arises from flexibility, self-trust, and the ability to rebuild when things shift, not from clinging to old foundations. Boom. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing that, and I'm going to give you my last thoughts. Okay. Final thoughts. It's going to come from that. Just remember, like I said, your emotions come from you. Your next chapter comes from you. It's not from other people. You don't need to wait around for things to be perfect. Okay. And taken from the article, stability is not a place we reach. It's a way we travel. Peace doesn't come from making life predictable. It comes from learning to adapt, stay grounded, and trust ourselves where the ground is moving around us. Okay, boom. So I hope you really enjoyed this tonight. Michael says, "Hey, proud of you. This was very, very good stuff. Thank you." Yeah, I wanted to do something better, and the thoughts I was thinking and all the things. And Michael D. King, you're amazing. I love you, and I'm so happy that you were on here tonight. That makes my day. So, hey, you can reach me at getyourkeysfromkatie@gmail.com. That is my real estate email. So if you want to buy a house or something too, cool. Remember, this is going to be for the YouTubes. Like and subscribe because it'll make Sid Squatch very happy. And his tiny hiney. He's so cute. He says the journey begins with you, so be good to yourself. And me, that's me. I'm the Horgan. I love you. I'm proud of you. And you've got this. Stability, it comes from you, right? Not from your outside surroundings. So this is something I got to remind myself. So I will put the 60-second thing in there, the 3 things, maybe some other things in the description, just so you can get it again. Good night, Michael D. King. Good night, everybody. I will see you next week.